Good morning, guys. All right, looks like we are having a nice little gap up. Only thing that's not gapping up for me is D-Dog, which had some news with Microsoft yesterday. A big breakout. Yes, I've been in D-Dog for 2 weeks from this breakout here. Yeah, run. I think it needs to go to at least mid-high 80s. It needs to go up today also. I'm not gonna watching it for today, but from tomorrow, if it goes up today, I'm gonna watch it from tomorrow. Other than that, it's just an autopilot market again. You really don't need to do much. I don't think I'm gonna trade today, to be honest. It's all about trimming and trailing now. I bought this XBEV yesterday, midday. Looks like it's gapping up today a little bit. But I'm kind of fully invested. I can't really do much more here. Yeah, there are no good setups. Doku, I guess maybe Doku is the only one. It breaks out. Overstock also maybe. I don't know. It looks sketchy. I don't know. I don't trust this one. I don't trust this one. Plug broke out a few days ago. Now it's just grinding higher. Nothing there. Yeah, Overstock looks like it wants to. It looks more like a bear flag than a bull flag. It does. What about Penn? Okay, guys, new rules. Just, if you're gonna post stickers, you need to post a comment or a question, right? Because you know I'm just so tired of people just putting random tickers out there. Not singling anyone out, just new rules. You know, please post a comment or question. Because I really don't know. So if someone puts a random ticker, I really don't know what, you know, like, and if I don't see a setup, like, I don't really know what they want. Like, so some setups, there's obviously not a, or some stocks, there's obviously not a setup there. Yeah. Penn 10 looks like it may be setting up, but it's not ready yet. Some of us are just pumpers. David, you're the king of the pumpers. Silo, which one? I had 2 entries. I had an entry here. Just a classic flag breakout. Classic flag breakout. This is my initial entry. This day here. You know, you have a big move. It's just surfing these moving averages. First it surfed the 20, then it surfed the 50, built higher lows, and then it built a mini flag on in a bigger flag kind of a setup, and then it broke out here. That was my initial ad, and then I had a second ad here. Now it closed weak on this day, but it's the same thing. It kept surfing the 20-day, undercut the 20, built higher lows, got really tight, and had a breakout. This is where I added. Just classic, just simple breakout system, right? You have to find the strongest stocks and then just buy simple breakouts. VSLR. Wait, what's your question? Broke out or good stock? I don't know what your question is. Yes, it broke out many days ago. What do you mean starting point? For a short? Not yet. I don't think it's ready yet. Yeah, VSLR is the same thing as run. CrowdStrike, yeah, it can tighten up. I mean, it had a breakout here. It really needs to, you know, tighten up here if you want to, if you're not in it and want to buy it. For short, yeah, VSLR and run, I don't think they're ready yet. I think they need at least one more day of upside. They're not really, like on this day here, it went sideways. I mean, it pretty much went sideways for 2 days, so it stopped being extended. So now it needs to go straight up again for at least one more day. LEN, LEN, I think it broke out here. This was the entry day. LEN, Beazer Homes, HOV. What's the other one? There's a couple of other home bid. They all broke out that day. Like 2 days ago, 3 days ago. This was the entry. Twitter, Twitter, I don't see anything here. The breakout was here where we bought it, and now it's just going sideways, digesting the initial breakout. No, I have not done the Stoppy bootcamp. Completely different trading style from three years ago? Nah, not that different. I just simplified things. The only thing I've done past 3 years is I've removed a bunch of stuff. Just made it simpler. Caesar. Yeah, look, I kind of like it. If I can tighten up a little bit more. Yeah, I kind of like it. I like how linear it is. It's really surfing the 20-day nicely. If I can just tighten up 1 or 2 more days, it's going to be a really nice setup. Yeah, BLDP. Yeah, I don't kind of like the setup itself, but the sector is strong. Yeah, I did trade a lot of more micro caps. I shorted them a lot. I still do, just not as much. So I wouldn't say my trading side is different. It's just simpler. I mean, I still use the exact same methods. And right now I'm doing a lot of breakouts, well, because we're in a bull run. And there's been a lot of breakouts. Yeah, this thing could potentially set up if it starts breaking out on volume. I don't see much here right now. Plug or BLDP, right now I don't prefer any of those because there are no setups here. Whichever has the better setup. When it has a setup, that's the one I would prefer. I would never ever recommend anyone to short micro caps. Most of you just gonna blow up doing that. That's just a fact. Like, I think a simple breakout trading system is the easiest way. It's so much harder to blow up. Like, a lot of you will blow up anyways, but it's just much harder. It gives you a bigger chance of success. That's why I focus on teaching the breakout method. Should we? I kind of like it. I kind of like it if it breaks out here. Yeah, I like it. I like it. It's surfing the 50-day. Every day this thing finds support on the 50-day, it has a breakout, right? Here it went up almost 30%. Here it broke out of the 50-day, went up 50%, and here it's on the 50-day again. Maybe next leg up again, 20-30% run, 40, who knows? I like it. I have an alert set on it. Pen, we already talked about it. I don't see anything there right now. All right, let's markets are gonna open in 1 minute. I'm probably not gonna trade anything today. I'm fully invested. Now I'm just, trimming and trailing, hoping the market goes higher. The higher the better into the election. What if we have a big run into the elections? Like the market surprises everyone. Like everyone is expecting, either sideways or down into the election. What if we have a big run up into the election and then a sell-off, no matter who wins? Just to fuck with everyone. I have no idea if that will happen, but that would be kind of funny. Right, good luck, guys. Okay, guys, let's keep the shadow to a minimum first 20 or so minutes, and then we can start talking again. Yeah, Doku is trying to break out here. It looks good. I kind of like it. I'm not doing it because I'm already fully invested, but that was still an Overstock. Overstock too. They both look pretty good. Those were the only two long setups I liked coming into today. Yeah, Overstock is trying to come out of this tight range. Absolutely. And Doku also. And also this SDNE, a Brazilian stock. It's kind of choppy, but it's been building higher lows for 2 months. So it looks a bit intriguing. It's a bit slower name though. That one looks interesting too. Uber. I don't see anything here. I don't see a setup here. Domo. Yeah, it's setting up. It's a thinner. Oh no, it looks. Yeah, it's setting up. If you can break out of this 40 area, could be good. It looks pretty decent. PLC, I don't like it. I don't know. I don't see anything here. EXPI, yeah. This thing actually broke out like 3 days ago. And then put in another higher low yesterday. Okay, yeah, Overstock is going now. Doku also. ADR on VVPR is 23.8. That's pretty high. Very high. Looks like another slow and steady type of a day. Yeah, Overstock looks good. We've been talking about it the whole morning. It was one of two breakout setups for today in my watch list. Oh. Yeah, it looks good. If it breaks 79? 79? Dude, that's way higher. It's breaking out right now. You should always buy stuff when they break out. This is where the range break is. Not 79, that's chasing. This now is when it's breaking out. Just look at the candle here. This is a breakout. This is where it's breaking the range. Should you sell sale gap? Well, if you bought the breakout, did you buy it here or did you buy it yesterday? You guys, you know the sell rules. If you don't know the rules for this simple setup, you should, follow instructions on the screen. Type !YouTube. You sell a third or half after 3 to 5 days, and then you use the 10-day moving average to trade the rest. There's your answer. Look, you're using some other breakout method. Like, to me, this just looks random. It's just a random Shopee stock. I don't see a setup here. Like, I see no type of edge here. You want to buy stocks, strong stocks, that are obeying what the 10-day, the 20-day, or the 50-day, that have been in a strong uptrends, and they're breaking out of tightness. There's no tightness here. Where's your edge? I don't, I personally don't see anything here. No, there are no expectations to the rule. Not really. Like something like sale, I mean, it's only up 14%. It's not even a big move yet. Now, if this thing was up 50%, then I would maybe sell some, even though it's before, day 3 or 4 or 5. But it's only up 14%. And it's not even up that much from yesterday's highs. So, I mean, just follow the sell rules. Signet, it's setting up. Look, I'm not saying Uber can't work. I just don't see an edge here. Like, I prefer to buy when they come out of a tight range. But I don't see a tight range here. That's the problem. But of course it can go higher. And it probably will go higher if the markets go higher. Zoom, are you talking about for a long or a short? Because I'm watching it for both. It could be a potential short and it could be a potential long. I'm actually stalking it for both. It has been showing relative weakness the past few days. It's been going down as the market has been grinding higher. But that can obviously change at any time. Yeah, seasonality is gonna be really bad for the next couple of weeks. I know, yeah. Like I think like mid-September or like early September to mid-October is like the worst period of the year statistically. But that doesn't mean like it's gonna be like that every year. But right now, the past week we've had a lot of good setups and the markets are kind of grinding higher. So kind of have to follow the price action. Beyond Meat after breakout, it's just digesting the move. Like it wasn't really tight before the breakout. The only reason I bought it because it had news and took out the range and it was potentially game-changing news. But then I read the news were kind of rehashed, like the old news that were rehashed. So not really excited about it. So if it starts fading here, I'm actually gonna tighten my stop on it. I moved my stop up like a $2, $2.50. Election year. Oh, seasonality. Okay, yeah, this is a nice. So we're gonna look at the blue line, right? So 59 years. So this is from 1950 to today. Okay. So yeah, March to August is good. And yeah, about early mid-September to mid-late October is bad. Wait, someone is at my door. Be right back. All right, I just got my Wall Street Journal, the physical copies of the Wall Street Journal. Shu is trying to break out this range. Yeah, that was fast. It took like 2 days. Didn't I order them 2 days ago? It was pretty fast. So I kid you not, I'm on the last page. I'm the last article on the last page. Oh man. Yeah, it's a strong ending. It's too funny. So I went through every page. I'm like, where's my article? Is this the right date? And there it was on the last page in the down right corner. Oh man, it's too fun. Oh shit, I just got stopped out of XBEV. I guess this IPO breakout didn't work. I don't know if there is any difference between the printed and online. I haven't read it. I didn't read it. Yeah, exactly. I'm the happy ending. That sounded wrong. XBEV, well, the thing is, it's a hot sector. It's a China EV. And it had an IPO breakout yesterday, which is failing today, obviously. Like IPO breakouts can be super lucrative, but yeah, this one is obviously failing. Twilio. I don't see. I think it needs to go sideways a bit more. Exactly. BBBY went beyond today. This thing broke out a couple of weeks ago right here. JKS. I don't see it being overextended yet. It's just grinding higher. And it's about to hit new highs. Yeah, on these, you either wait for a true parabolic or you went for backside. It's not doing either of them right now. BLDP is trying to go also. What's BE doing? BE, F-cell, plug. Man, there's so many fraudsters calling me all the time. I'm gonna go downstairs, take picture of the newspaper. Be right back. Or I mean upstairs, since I'm in my mom's basement. Sorry, I said wrong. I mean upstairs. All right, let's see. Did anything happen while I was gone? Except the markets are tanking or fading. For option day traders, none. I don't recommend anyone day trade options. If the success rate in trading stocks is like a couple of %, success rate in day trading options, it's like less than 1%. All I have to say about the topic. You're gonna set up for failure, right? That's the problem. It's a loser's game. It's just so much harder. Stick to the simple stuff. Like if you haven't made millions trading stock, you have no business trading options. All I have to say about it. Kirk, yeah, it's kind of choppy. I don't see a clean breakout on this thing. It's not tight. That's the problem. It's just a grinder, you know. It's been building higher lows, but it, you know, it needs to kind of break out with force. PDD, I don't. It is kind of starting to build the higher lows, but it looks kind of broken. I don't like it. It's below all the major moving averages, or the ones I look at. It kind of looks broken. Etsy, what about Etsy? Okay, yeah, guys. As I said before, like new rules. Like if you're gonna post a ticker, post a comment or a question. Because you know Etsy, I don't really see anything here. It had a breakout on this day here, but you would have probably gotten stopped out on this day here. So, and right now I don't see anything here. W. Yeah, W is setting up. I like this one. It's setting up. Not for today, but maybe tomorrow or Monday. Oh, CrowdStrike. Nice. Finally following through from the breakout a couple of, or like last week. I get the feel like Livongo wants to go to like 200. If it starts breaking out over this 144 area next week, or maybe tomorrow, I'm gonna add to it. It just feels very powerful. I don't know why. I'm going with my feelings here. This Beely looks like it wants to bounce off the rising 100-day. Looks a little bit interesting. Home. Home looks good. I like Home. This thing is insane earnings also. I like it. It's surfing the 50-day, building higher lows. It's getting tighter. I like this one. I do. It breaks out tomorrow. Could be good. I really like this one. Very powerful looking stock. PRPL. I don't see anything here. It just looks like, I mean, there's no tightness. I don't see anything. This was a good setup, right? It was right at the, it was surfing the 20-day, was right on the moving averages. Now it's way above the moving averages, and there's no tightness. It's not a good setup. You need to review. You need to type exclamation mark YouTube and review that video. My stop is at around the 50-day, or the recent correction lows, high sixes. That's my stop on it. Strongest scan? Stronger scan? It just scans a watch list, or two watch lists. My A and B stocks. This is a manual built watch list where I put the recent IPOs. I put like the strongest growth stocks and the biggest momentum stocks, and then I kind of clean it like once per week or so. Every couple of weeks I add and remove stocks. So this is a manually built watch list, and this scan just scans for stocks that are up on the day and are taking out yesterday's highs. These are the criteria. The current price over yesterday's high, and price percent change today at least 1%. Very simple scan. Because it's they bought it in stock. It's not a cash deal. So it's not fixed. So the stocks move together. Why the fuck am I getting so many messages? What the hell is going on? Moist Mango, did you give my number to a bunch of telemarketers? You bastard. I would have expected something like that from David, but not from you. Come on. Don't sink to David's level. Fastly, if I would add on Fastly, not yet. It needs to tighten up a bit more. Like it had a breakout here from a nice range, but now it's not a good enough of a flag to buy it or to add right now. My thoughts on Mariana stocks, they all look like shit. Those are my thoughts. No one wants this piece of shit. The commodity stocks, it's a commodity, you know. None of these companies gonna make money off of it. But once they get momentum and volume again, then I will reassess. But right now they all look like they're gonna go bankrupt. I only like stocks that go up. Unless I'm short. Then I do like stocks that go down too. Is 1 day tight? No, I mean it needs to be a range. There needs to be a range, but I do prefer a couple of days of tightness before the breakout. But if the range is good, like something like Fastly, which I bought last week, it wasn't per se tight the couple of days before the breakout, but it had a very nice range, so I bought it anyways. But if it doesn't have a super good range, it needs to be tight. And right now on Fastly there is no good range, so it needs to be tight. New ETF SPAC. Yeah, the SPAC ETF. Yeah, I read about it. Oh man. What can I say? Insanity. ZS? Nah, it's not getting tight. It's just kind of grinding higher. And it's not close to any of the major moving averages. It's right in the middle of nowhere. There's nothing there. Hey, Stock Daddy. Welcome back to the stream. David has been an asshole the whole day. Can you mute him? Can you ban David, please? David's definition of nice is mostly distorted. I agree. Yeah, the E-Trade baby. The E-Trade baby must be a multi-billionaire by now. The E-Trade baby has to be like, what, 20 years of age now? Overstock, it's way too late now. The entry was opening range highs. The entry was in the 77s. You know, now it's not an ad on it. You know, this thing has been on the watch list for multiple days now. We talked about it all morning. So, you know, this is just chasing. Yeah, exactly. 76s, 77s, that was the entry. There was plenty of time to get in. And now let's see if we can get back to 100 plus. It could easily, you know, this is a very fast moving stock. Could easily get back to 100 plus by next week. Bought UTZ. What's this? I don't see, but UTC had a breakout 2 days ago. That was a solid breakout. VIX, I think VIX is ready. It looks ready. It looks really good. Really tight range. It's surfing the rising 100-day, building higher lows. It looks ready. On the weekly chart, it's surfing the 20. Yeah, no, this is a 5-star setup in my book. Just needs to break out. Chasing is exciting. Do you think locking in gains too early? It depends on what you mean by too early. I think not following rules is a bad thing. You should be locking in gains according to your rules. And I have, you know, I have taught a very simple sell rule for a couple of months now. It's a very good sell, very solid sell rules. You don't know what too early is until in hindsight. That's why you need rules. And if you break the rules, well, I don't think it's a great thing. Well, I mean, breakouts I mostly buy full size immediately. I mostly do starters when I short momentum stocks. But when I see something like, now look, if I hadn't been fully invested, I would have bought Overstock opening range highs, and I would have bought full size immediately. There's no need to sit there and you know, buy a starter and then wait for confirmation. It was a very good breakout first couple of minutes out of the gate. You know, same thing with Doku. Well, this is not a 5-star setup. It's I don't know. This is a little bit not as good. But the Overstock was really perfect looking. I rarely do starters on longs on the breakout, on my breakout method. Yeah, exactly. After 3 to 5 days, you sell a third to half. I mean, it depends on you. Like, it depends on how much the stock has run up, and you know, it depends on you. Like, whatever you feel like, you can adjust as you know want. No, I don't use that. I'm maybe 100 and 40% invested right now on the long side. I don't have any shorts. And I'm just too scared to take on more exposure. And that's how you go on margin. Like, I've been building my portfolio for a couple of weeks now, since the market's bottomed. Even before the market's bottomed. I think I bought DraftKings somewhere here before the second leg lower in the markets. That's when I started rebuilding my portfolio. And you know, I've been adding stocks for the past 2 weeks or so, 2.5 weeks. And that's how that's how you go in margin. You buy some stocks, and they start working. You buy some more, market shapes up, you have more things setting up, you buy more. You don't go like 0 to 100 in 1 or 2 days. Going on margin, it takes weeks. And you need to start seeing gains in your prior buys before you add more exposure. That's how you do it. And now it's all about trimming and trailing. And if we go on a nice little run into the election, I'm gonna make a lot of money. I'm gonna make a shit ton of money. And if we don't go on a run into the election, well, that's fine. If we tank into the election, well, I'm gonna get stopped out of all of my stocks, or most of them, for a break even or for a profit. So I'm only risking giving back profits. I'm not risking taking an overall loss. Like if the markets would tank from here, right, to stop me out of all of my positions, I would take a break even or a small profit on most of my positions. With the exception of DraftKings, this one I would take a big profit on. This thing was this is a home run. This is one of my biggest trades ever. It broke out before the market bottomed. It broke out right here. It just kept showing relative strength. Like the markets were down big here, and this thing just couldn't go down. It just bounced up immediately. So it wasn't like a 5-star setup, but I bought it anyway since it was showing so much relative strength, and it was approaching this big range. And now it's almost $1 million trade since. So it's one of my biggest, definitely top 5 trades so far. And if it hadn't been for this trade, I would have much less exposure. But as this trade has been working really nicely, I've been adding more risk because I have profits. I deserve to take more risk. You always have to deserve taking on more risk. You never add more risk if you don't deserve it. And you never go on margin if you don't deserve being on margin. You need to have profits. You need to have profit cushion in a bunch of things. And that's when you start going on a margin. If you see good setups and if you think the markets, look good. If you type !YouTube, you will get to a video where I talk a lot about position management. I talk about it all the time. All right, not all the time, but I if you follow the instruction, you will see that I have talked about it. There's a reason why I put those things on the screen, so I don't have to repeat the same things 50 times per day. But it's very simple. Never put more than 20-25% of your account into one single stock, and your risk on your trades should be no more than 1% of your overall equity. That's it. You watch them all. It's not in there. It should be in there. weird. You should stop drinking beer while watching. Hey, beer is a mental enhancer, okay? A little bit of alcohol is good. No, stop losses do not work in after hours and pre-market. They don't. If your stop gets triggered in after hours or pre-market, you need to get out of it manually. You know, if the stock is liquid enough. Otherwise, you have to wait for the open. Exactly. You do it one step at a time. That's how you get to use margin. You kind of have to deserve it. You need some profits before you can add more exposure. If you're a swing trader, well, it's the same thing if you're a day trader. Well, you know, if you're a swing trader, you're gonna get into gap downs all the time. That's why you never put more than 20-25% of your account in any given stock. And you need to keep track of earnings and, you know, potential FDA dates if you are, you know, trading a biotech. You need to keep, you know, track of the potential, you know, events that could gap down a stock a lot. That's what risk management is for. Now and then you're gonna hit the landmine. And now and then you're gonna hit the home run. You know? You will guaranteed wake up one day and one of your stocks will be down 50-60%. Guaranteed. It's gonna happen sooner or later. And you will guaranteed wake up one day and one of your stocks is gonna be up 50-100+% because of, I don't know, biotech data or some earnings or buyout or whatever. You can't control for those things. All you can do is control your position size. Never more than 20-25% of your account in one single stock. And the smaller cap the stock is, the less you should put into it. The smaller the market cap is, the smaller, you know. Like I would never put 25% of my account in a small cap. Well, nowadays I can't do it because they're all too illiquid, but you know, if it's a large cap, you can do like 25%. But if it's a smaller cap, you know, stick to 20% or even less. You were in URA when Fukushima happened? Holy shit. Zoom today, I don't really see a setup here. Is it breaking out? Why do you want to buy it? It's not breaking out. Great day. When was that? 2012? URA. Let's see if we can see it on the chart. Was it here maybe? No, 2015. Wait, when was Fukushima? David, you mean I need to feed beer to my women? I don't have any women. Hey, my mom feeds beer to me. Or she tries to. I don't drink beer. She just pours it over my head. When I bought the ESDC, the day it broke out. Right here. And then I was really close getting stopped out 2 days in a row, but I didn't. And now it's going. Run. It's not ready yet. It's just hitting new highs. I don't see a short setup there. Maybe tomorrow if it closes strong today. March 11, 2011. URA. Hey, I'm gonna make you relive your painful memories. Let's see. 2011. Here. This is the 2-day chart. This is where you were long. Hey, Rainer. This is where you were long. Can you feel the pain? Can you feel? Are you reliving the pain of losing? It burns? That's good. It should burn. I do it sometimes. I go back and look at the Big Loser. It's painful, man. It's really painful. Even if I go back and look something, a big loss from like 6-7 years ago, it's super painful. Oh my god. Nicholas Darvas used to get 200% in a stock. His record is pretty good. Yeah, but and for every Darvas, there's like 1,000 people who bought the wrong stock and blew up. Your number one job as a trader is to not blow up, okay? And you do that by risk management. I don't like the people who are glorified, that glorify going on margin in a single stock or in a few stocks. It's just stupid. You will blow up, guaranteed. You're on 200% margin in a stock. It goes down 30% overnight. You have lost most of your money. It's just not worth it. Like in a bull market, there's so many stocks that go up. Okay, there's no reason to be in margin in one or few stocks. It's just no reason. Just look at the moves from the March lows. There's hundreds of stocks that have doubled, tripled, quadrupled. There was no reason to be in one single stock. It's just ridiculous. It's the dumbest thing ever. Why would you be in a few stocks? I just don't get the point. Kodak, yeah, I don't really see much here. It is kind of, it's more a pump stock, it needs some news or a pump getting started. There's no natural, like, there are no funds accumulating this thing. Like, there's nothing there. It's like it's a random stock right now. Well, Amazon, yeah, but what's gonna happen to Amazon if Jeff Bezos dies in a car accident, right? It's gonna gap down 30%. I'm sure about it. Or Tesla, it's also a mega cap stock. What if Elon gets a heart attack? He didn't look too healthy on the battery day. He's gained a lot of weight. What if he gets a heart attack? You're big on margin. Especially Tesla, like this thing will easily be down 50% if Elon Musk would die. Easily. If you're a 100% margin, you're gonna blow up. Or 200% margin. You're gonna blow up. You will have no money left. It's just not worth it. And then you have something like GE, or let's take some, or Netflix if Reed Hastings dies. Like, these high-profile CEOs, like, the risk is too high in my opinion. I wouldn't ever put like a big part of my money into these stocks. But like something random, like I don't know, Google. I don't even know. Like, is it also high-profile CEO? I don't know. Or Microsoft. I don't know. Maybe something like this. Not super high-profile CEO. Like, if he dies overnight, it's probably not going to gap down 30%, right? Maybe it will gap up down 5%. I don't know. But Tesla will definitely gap down 50% if Elon would die. Definitely. It doesn't matter if it's a mega cap. There's a huge Elon premium in this thing. So there's, you kind of always have to assess the risk of the individual stocks too. If Elon Musk dies, I'll kill myself. It doesn't matter if I blow up. What the fuck, man? You shouldn't. As a new trader, guys, if you haven't made money in the markets, you should never use margin. Never. Again, you should deserve. Margin is something you deserve, okay? Not something you're entitled to. If you haven't made money in the markets, you should never use margin. Because if you haven't made money not using margin, you won't make money using margin. You're just gonna blow up. You're just gonna blow up faster, okay? Light ADR. I don't see anything here. Is it an ADR? It's not an ADR, is it? There's absolutely nothing here. I mean, where is there's no setup here. Yeah, but the thing is, when Steve Jobs died, you know, he was sick for months and months. Everyone knew he was gonna die. It wasn't news. I'm talking about the sudden death, right? You know, car accident, heart attack. Like, everyone knew he was sick months and months before at Steve Jobs. That's why the market didn't react to it. It wasn't a surprise. To get big moves in the overnight moves in a stock, it needs to be a big surprise. Okay, enough talking about sudden death. I'm getting depressed here. I hope Elon lives to 180. Okay? Exactly. Let's talk about relevant stuff to the stream. Money, boats, and porn stars and setups in that order. Let's get back on topic. If Elon's ill, he will get a software update. Exactly. If he gets a heart attack, you just plug in a USB cord into his head and he'll be fine. Just fix the glitch. It feels as if there are a few frauds gurus who shouldn't be in the new market. Oh, really? You think so? Which ones? Chris, can you tell us a story from your childhood? No, I can't. I don't have any stories from my childhood. Exactly. I don't know which memories are from my childhood and which ones are from like are recent. I've been in my mom's basement all my life, so it kind of floats. It kind of floats together. It's all a big melting pot. I never broken any bones. No. I was playing Warcraft. Yeah. Well, it's not really. It was more like in my when I was a teenager. I never played Total War Warhammer 2. I've never played the Total War Warhammer games. But I do have Troy, Total War Saga Troy installed. I played it for like 20 minutes. I lost my first battle and then I kind of got bored with it. Oh yeah, we were watching a dish chart. Yeah, so generally this is why they say sell in May and go away, because June to October are generally sideways months, or a sideways period. Like the market tends to go up in the first 4 months, and in the last 2-3 months, and then it's sideways from like May to October. And right now we're right here. So historically, the bad seasonality ends in about 3-4 weeks, and then usually the market rallies into year end. But this is an average. This is not like every year, and yeah. So that's seasonality. Seasonality is a real thing, but again, it's not every year. Trader Stewie, I think he, well, he's a day trader. I think if he just, he could make 10 times as much money if he started swing trading. But he has very solid setups. I don't follow him, but I've checked in on him every couple of years. Trader Stewie, like I think he's limiting his potential. I really do. He keeps day trading. He's a swing trader? Really? I thought he was only day trading. Maybe he started swing trading in the past few years. Because when I read his blog like 5-6 years ago, then he was day trading. Oh, okay. There you go. Yeah, look, I mean, Mark Minervini, he was in the Market Wizards like what, 20 years ago, 15 years ago. I've read, like, his books are really good, like his principles are solid, but I mean, he should have by now made at least 100 million from from trading, right? He's been trading since the late 80s, and he's been profitable since like early 90s. Like, he should be worth a couple of 100 million. I really don't, like, I don't know, there's something is wrong because he keeps pumping these liquid stocks on Twitter. I don't get it. Like, why would he do that? I don't know, there's something wrong. Like, I know his methods and principles are solid because, I use the same methods. Like, that's how stocks work. Like, I can really recommend his books. But I don't know, there's something sketchy. Like, he keeps pumping his seminars. He's like one of these, he's acting like one of these traders who's not making money on trading. They're just, selling merchandise and the seminars and shit. I don't know. There's something sketchy. I don't know. It just doesn't add up. Someone who should be worth at least 100 million shouldn't be pumping his services that much. And definitely shouldn't be mentioning illiquid small cap stocks on Twitter to his, I don't know, 100,000 followers. It's just, I don't know. EBON. If we can tighten up a bit more, could be good. Like I was in Minervini, I joined his service. I was in his service for like a month. But I think I didn't think he was anything special. But his books are really good. I really can recommend Minervini's books. RLFTF. It's not that 50 cents. It's not about the price of the stock. It's more about liquidity. As long as none of you should scan for stocks that have less than say 10-15 million dollar in liquidity, daily volume, daily dollar volume. Oh Jesus Christ! There's so many salesmen calling me. Oh, there's like 5 salesmen been calling me today. Just blocking the numbers, and they keep calling. Do you something about Oliver Velez? Never heard about him. Look, yeah, Mark Minervini talks about VCP and patterns and bull flags. And it's the same things I teach. It's the same breakout method. You will see, if you study thousands of winning stocks over the past couple of decades, you will see it's the same patterns over and over again. And you can name it whatever you want. Bull flag, VCP, higher lows, range breakouts. There's so many names for the same thing. You can call it whatever you want. It's the same thing. You don't need to pay $6,000 for a seminar. It's all for free. You have to do the work. Just study thousands of charts, and you will have saved yourself $6,000. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. I also get these African countries. Swedish penis pump salesman? Yeah, maybe. I never answer. No more robo. Jon Olsen? You mean Jon Olsson? The RS6 guy? Yeah. He's big in some circles, but I've seen his Audi in real life. I saw him in a roundabout like a year ago or 2 years ago. His car is, I think he has a new one, right? But I saw the one he had before. Which one did he have before? The crazy Audi. Wait, where is it? Where is it? Where the hell is it? Wait, it got stolen? Haha, it got stolen. Yeah, this is the one. This is the one, it's insane. No, this is not the one. No. This is the old one. Wait, Audi. Was it? I don't remember which one he had. I don't remember. Whatever. Dan Sanger, I think he's great. It's the same, I learned a lot from Dan Sanger. Love your stops, not your stocks. Best motto ever. It's the same thing. Again, Dan Sanger too. Like, he studied what works in the markets, and he made tens of millions in a few years. And he's probably made 100 million since. Well, he has there's a lot of articles on the internet, but you can also subscribe to his what I went through all his old newsletters from the 90s to 2012 or whatever. Every single newsletter, I just looked at what he looked for, the chart patterns. It's the same thing I look for now. It's just these simple patterns I talk about all the time. Like these channels, like you have a big momentum stock, goes up a lot, builds a channel. You have a big momentum stock, it builds a channel this way. You have a big momentum stock, it maybe does something like this with higher lows. You have a big momentum stock, it maybe goes up a lot and then maybe does something like this. These triangles and channels, high tide flags. It's the same patterns over and over again. It doesn't matter if you learn them from Minervini, Dan Sanger, like it's the same things. Or Stockby, right? It's the same things over and over. It's just so easy. You just need to train your brain to see these patterns. On the strongest stocks. That's the key. The strongest stocks. Not some random piece of shit. Like, people keep posting these random stocks that have these bull flags, but you need the strongest stocks. You don't have an edge trading some random shit stock that happens to have a good chart pattern. Like I get these, like every day people are posting and asking me about them. It has to be a momentum leader. Just the same patterns over. Just look at the stocks I'm in, right? Nvidia, I bought it last week, okay? Very simple, a big momentum stock. Look at the pattern. What is it? You see this? You see this pattern? I bought it here. NIO, I bought it a couple of days ago. What's the pattern, right? You see it? You see it? I bought it on this day here, like somewhere here, right? Livongo, what's the pattern? Okay, I bought it here, so it was a little bit of a chase. Fastly, I bought it here. What's the pattern? You see this? D-Dog. Where did I buy it? I bought it here. This wasn't a clean one, but it was showing relative strength. But again, the same patterns. You see, higher lows and Zillow. I bought it here. I also bought it here initially. The same patterns over and over again. There's absolutely no rocket science involved. Anyone who tries to sell you rocket science, just unfollow them and run the other way. They're all frauds. They don't make any money. Same thing, these simple patterns, triangles, channels, high tide flags. We bought Tesla here, right? Same thing. I bought Tesla here, right? Same thing. I've also bought Tesla down here. Same thing. This is the same patterns over and over again. All you have to do to succeed in the stock market is don't be a fucking retard. Really, I mean really, that's all you have to do. You don't need any intelligence to make tens of millions. All you need to know is risk management, portfolio management, and these patterns. And then you need to have sit out power when the market is bad. That's all you need. You literally need 5 things. And the CrowdStrike, where did I bought it? On this day here, you see the pattern? LAC, I bought it here. You see the pattern? I bought it here. Or was it here? I don't remember. Well, it's the same thing over and over again. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, Stoppy I recommend. He's one of the good guys in this business. Exactly, exactly. All the Sanger, Jesse Livermore, Darvas, Roppel, O'Neill, exactly, it's the same thing. They're all momentum traders. They trade these momentum stocks, relative strength stocks, the stocks that funds are dying to get in, okay? You want the stocks that the funds want to buy, okay? The funds leave footprints. The big institutions, they leave footprints. Your job is to sniff out the stocks the funds are buying. You don't want some piece of shit random stock. You're never gonna make money over time. You want this. You want buyers coming in after you. Deck. What's the ADR on Deck? All I have to say, like, I'm not even gonna go there. Like, what's the ADR? Do you want to make money in the markets? Exactly, yeah. You don't do much. You don't do much. When a hard penny market comes, you know, breakouts, there are no setups, or if there are setups, they break out and fade right back. You know, that's a hard penny market. You do less, or preferably do nothing. Just wait it out. And when things start working, you start increasing your exposure. Slowly but surely. That's what I've done the past couple of weeks. Yes, all Dan Sanger's newsletters should be available. Back to the 90s. Exactly. Yes, you scan for the top momentum stocks. The stocks that are up the most. Liquid stocks that are up the most. And preferably the ones that hold up very well during a market correction. Like right now, you know, recently we had a market correction. The Nasdaq 100, or the Nasdaq pulled back 12, 13, 14%. But there were a lot of stocks that, you know, held up really well. Like most of the stocks that are in my portfolio held up really well. They just pulled back a little bit, and then they found support on a major moving average, and then they started making higher lows. Like, I talk a lot about it. on my YouTube video that my moderator made for me. Amazon. Well, Amazon is a void because it's only ADR is 3.7%. No, I don't see anything here. Maybe next week. How you get the ADR? Well, first you have to put the ADR in your library, like in indicators. You have to create an indicator, and then you just right click here, edit toolbar. You click the plus icon and you add ADR. So you can have it here. Congrats, that's great. Now you need to do it over and over again until you get your account to 300k. And then you do it over and over again, and then until you get to 3 million. And then you do it over again until you get to 30 million. That's how you build an account. NetEase. It's too choppy. ADR 2.9. I would never trade this. You cannot add ADR, really? If I ever need anything, I need to get out of Mal's basement. Can you guys come save me? I've been locked in for like 32 years. Why is there only 220 people in chat? Why does everyone hate me? Do people really blow up? Do you guys think a lot of people have blown up the past couple of weeks, or are they just bored of hearing me talking? Or maybe I haven't been talking enough. People are never happy. Like, either I talk too much or I talk too little. Exactly. People should be making money. People have no commitment, yeah. Oh, I know why. I turned off the ViewBot, my ViewBot software. You are really handsome, by the way. Well, thank you, David. But, you know, the pictures I have on social media may not be the real pictures of me. I'm just saying. Remember, I haven't left Mom's basement in 32 years. So you know, I watched Midsommar. It was horrible. I liked it, but it was a really weird movie. It wasn't a feel-good movie. Have a good day. Hi Ganao. Yeah, there's something wrong with David. He's too nice. He's planning something. He's probably gonna insult me in the next few minutes. Just wait and see. He's preparing an insult. Something is wrong. Alright, I think I'm gonna cut the stream now. I really don't see anything for today, but I am getting excited about this run and VSLR for tomorrow though. The higher, preferably they start speeding up. I would love to see run go to like high 80s today. That would be great. So tomorrow potentially a short setup on those things. Wow, TAN, solar stocks are big winners. Leading sector right now. Not even close. This Labu, oh, these biotech ETFs are setting up again, kinda. Which one? XPI and IBB. Yeah, these ones are. I'll put Labu on my watch list. It's a triple ETF. You're back to bottle feeding. Good luck. Nicola. Well, I think Nicola is done. I think it's a dead cat bounce. I hope it goes back to like 35 or something. Gives us a short setup. If it can go up a couple of more days, we're gonna have a short setup here. But I think the company's done. They really don't have anything. There's nothing there. It's all fluff. They don't even own the design, right? It's just so stupid. They designed their own trucks. Or Duluth, no Deltac, no Duluth. You know what? It looks pretty good. It looks decent. Yeah, it looks like a decent setup. It's just kind of a weird moving stock. I don't know. It doesn't really have. I mean, I don't know. It's just kind of weird. Trade's weird. But you know, if it breaks out tomorrow, it would be a very good setup. Alright guys, thank you and see you tomorrow. Hope you have a great trading day. Take care.